Assalamu alaikum. This is Talk to Farina Najam from Division of Arts and Social Sciences, University of Education, Lower Mall Campus, Lahore. The course title is Portrait Painting and the course code is FINE3124. Today our topic is about characters. Dear students, this is a practical topic. First of all, I would like to explain about this topic. Character in portrait painting. First of all, I am telling you about portrait. So, a portrait is an artwork that tells a person's story. The artwork can be made of any material, from painting on canvas to a piece of performance art. What is a self-portrait? A self-portrait is a portrait that an artist makes of themselves, just like a portrait of another person. A self-portrait can be in any medium and include as much or as little information as the artist wishes. Sometimes artists make self-portrait to express their personality and inner world. Posture, body language, facial expression provide clues about the artist's mood and personality. What can a portrait tell us? Portraiture can tell us about how we see people. Portraits often show us what a person looks like, but they can also capture an idea of a person or what they stand for. Portraits can also tell us how a person wants to be seen and capture a particular mood that the sitter is experiencing. This can be described through choice of color and a general atmosphere in an image. What can a portrait do? A portrait can do many things. It can give a sense of importance to a person and their life. It can make a person more widely known. It can also give immortality to a person's character. Portrait live on forever. How are portraits made? First of all, portraits are made by looking and understanding the sitter. Once the artist has an idea for how they want to describe the sitter, they can decide what is the best way to tell the person's story. When an artist makes a portrait of someone, they are presenting a particular impression of a person. What that impression is can depend on the artist's relationship is to that person. A person's story can also be told through the artist's choice of material and choice of content, including location, body language, facial expression, objects that surround the sitter, and the colors in the image. Character portrait. A character portrait is a description of someone and is used to describe the unique characteristics of that person. Portrait is a term often used when talking about artwork. Go to an art museum, especially one that has a historic collection, and you will likely see many portraits hanging on the wall. Formal portraits were commissioned by wealthy people throughout history. A portrait can also be a written description of someone's appearance or character. Portrait painting is a genre in painting where the intent is to represent a specific human subject. Only expression allowable in great portraiture is the expression of character and moral quality, not anything temporary, fleeting, or accidental. Characterization in portraits. The portraitist of the period was concerned with more than mere delineation and idealization of external features. The best portraits obeyed a more profound and significant imperative to trace on canvas. About portrait art. In fine art, a portrait can be a sculpture, a painting, a form of photography, or any other representation of a person in which the face is the main theme. Traditional easel-type portraits usually depict the sitter head and shoulder, half length or full body. There are several varieties of portraits, including the traditional portraits of an individual, a group portrait, or a self-portrait. In most cases, the picture is specially composed in order to portray the character and unique attributes of the subject. Painting portraits with personality, mood, and character. Painting by Leonardo da Vinci. Van Gogh painted this self-portrait shortly after suffering from a breakdown while although painting no fewer than 36 self-portraits in his brief lifetime of 37 years. He felt this particular one captured his true character. In this portrait, he posed himself as the established painter he believed he had become, despite his lack of sales. He gave himself a serious expression, a three-quarter pose, and the brushes, palette, easels that Rembrandt and the other great painters of the past had used in their own self-portraits. By linking himself to the great artists of the past, Van Gogh is expressing his wish to be taken seriously as an artist. He seems to show, however briefly, a new self-confidence. Van Gogh expression and restless brushwork suggest strain and even worry. Building rhythmic patterns of thickly painted strokes on his canvas. Swirly strokes, angled lines, and lot of cross hatching, he conveys a nervous energy. Frida Kahlo's self-portrait. Thanks.